Yeah, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of JSI Podcast. Like we like to say it, just say it podcast. Now I'm saying it's your main host, Josh Obang, with my fellow host, my co-host, Mr. Arabian. Mr. Arabian, what one, bro? You alright, man? That's what's up, man. And you already seen him on the previous episode of Life in Australia as an African, Mr. Eugene Aku. Wagwan fam. What's happening, bro?
Not much, bro. Yourself?
Not much, man. Not much, bro. Hey, so we'll take it off from where we left off last week. But before we go into the video, you know what I'm saying, let me introduce you guys to today's amazing sponsor. And I'm saying, for all your local cuisines, yo, visit WhatsApp. Call Miss Amelia. You know what I'm saying, on +614 504 62290 on WhatsApp. Like I said, for all your Ghana dishes, call 614 504 62290. For weddings, you know, for private events, this is the number you need to call. Now, if you're not following the podcast on Instagram, if you're not following us on Spotify, make sure you do. On Instagram, we go by JSI_podcast. And on Instagram, on Spotify, we go by JSI Podcast. Now I'm saying follow individually the host here and the guest. My Instagram is @officialbankau and Mr. Arabian.
Mr_Arabian22.
And Eugene.
Mine is simply Kwame Aku.
Alrighty, let's get straight into the video, y'all. Hey, check it out. So last time, we left off at individual experiences, you know, living Australia as an African migrant. You know what I'm saying? And we left off at experiences at schools. You know what I'm saying? So Eugene, we're going to throw this question to you, man. So. Considering the fact that you've been here longer than all of us, yeah?
Yeah.
How was your experience at school? Because obviously you came here when you were 7, yeah?
Right.
Did
7,
you,
yeah.
What did you go? Did you start from year? Was it what year did you start from? Kindergarten?
Year 3.
Year 3.
Yeah.
Or how was your experience, if you can remember? Okay, starting from year 3 all the way to year 12. How was the experience, man?
Well, first of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to my primary school, Liverpool Public School.
Yes, sir. LP.
Nah, man, it was good. I came in, 05. Got straight into year 3. It was good. The school was good, man. Funny thing is though, I don't know if y'all remember, but there was this was when wrestling was pretty big back in the days, right? So I came in year 3, and then there's a wrestler called Eugene the Wrestler. I don't know if you guys know Eugene the Wrestler.
Nah, I've never heard of him.
You don't know?
Have you?
See, this is some old school type shit. A few of you might know, but like he's a wrestler and he just has like these mad antics and he's like crazy or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I came into school and then they're like, "Oh, what's your name? What's your name?" And then I'm like, "Eugene the Wrestler." And then they started taking a piss.
In year 3.
In year 3, but because this was like when wrestling was really big.
Fair enough.
They started taking a piss and all that, but it's just like young niggas playing around. So I didn't know what it was until I searched it up because obviously in Ghana there was no such thing as wrestling.
Yeah.
So I came
there
here.
was actually wrestling in Ghana. We did watch wrestling in Ghana, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
but I wouldn't remember because I've been 7 years old. I don't think I'd remember what wrestling looks
but
like. I'm saying.
Basically, it was cool, man. But primary school was pretty good. Primary school was good. I had pretty good experiences, man. Like for me coming in, I was able to fit in pretty quickly. I'm a very confident person in general. So like when I came in, bro, I just made friends straight away. 4, 5, 6 throughout. Then obviously transitioned to high school. LP, Liverpool Boys. Big shout out to Liverpool Boys.
I gotta ask, so before you continue, hey, so a lot of people say students get taken to LP when they get rejected from primary schools and all that. So basically, everyone at Liverpool Boys are rejects.
Is
it true?
The dumb
That's
kinds,
a rumor,
the dumb kids. But you know the funny thing, right? Like a few of you might remember, but like they used to like put us in like class rankings. So there was like 7 Da Vinci, 7 Neptune, 7 Pluto. And it was the rankings of the.
Was this in year 3?
No, this was in this is in high school now.
Oh, year 7.
This is at Liverpool Boys, and then they have rankings for like the classes in like year 7A. So obviously, I think 7D was 7 Da Vinci. So that was like the smart kids, the nerds and all that.
The Asians,
the Asians, the Asians and the really smart Indians. Right. And then you've got like year 7 Pluto, which is like the middle kids.
Right.
Then you got 7N.
That's a dumb. The thing is, still
Nah,
the
these-
language. The African Americans and all these Africans.
These are like the rebellious, not rebellious, but like these are the like we were just young niggas, bro. So I was in 7N. I was in 7N, but like it was just a bunch of rowdy kids and shit like that. But it was an old boys' school, man, and it was cool. You know, like that. There's a saying, bro. Like going Liverpool boys like shapes you to be a man, bro. Because it's an old boys' school. So like if you're not with it, bro, like you're gonna get picked on. You know, you're gonna get bullied and shit. So it really shapes you to be a man. Because like you know, it's full of young niggas with testosterone running around the place.
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to prove a point. So it was good, but yeah, year 7 was cool, year 8 was cool. School experiences was cool, man. Like in school, for me personally, you know, coming to the country not long ago, it was 3-4 years ago. Like for me personally, people have asked me this, but that's why I say school experiences was good because I didn't really encounter any racism when I was in school, to be honest.
Not even from the teachers.
Nah, bro, not even from the teachers, because like obviously I meet you boys and other people, and you know I feel like people have experienced racism before in certain ways, but you know, to me the thing back, you know, I never really experienced racism. Well, not to my face at least.
Fair enough. But Mr. Arabian, think about it this way, yeah.
Right.
You was young, so how would you know if they're being racist or not? Because you was young, you know. Because there's a saying that the younger you are, that's how naive you can be.
That's
know?
facts.
So you never know.
That's actually a good point.
You know, sometimes you know if it is like they are being racist. Maybe you will feel like they're disciplining you because of what you did, but like you don't know that this is a racist thing.
Yeah. So sometimes
even if they were, you don't know.
you wouldn't know because you're that young. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, regardless of whether I didn't know or not, to me personally, you know, I didn't really experience any racism just because you know I could fit in very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, I picked up the Aussie language real quick, the slangs.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah, with my Aussie accent. But I fit in really well, man. So you know, for me, schooling was pretty good. It was pretty good. All the way out through to year 12, made some good friends. Still got some friends now, but yeah, schooling for me in Australia was good. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Mr. Arabian, what would you say? Obviously, you didn't go to high school here and all that, but you've actually gone to a fair bit of school, you know. Considering what he's saying, yeah, take into consideration what he's saying. Would you say school in Ghana? Obviously, I schooled in Ghana too, but I'm asking, would you say school in Ghana is similar to the schools here, like the school system here?
It's way different.
And your sister goes to high school here, so obviously you've seen this how the school
It's
runs
way
here.
different. It's way different because in Ghana, in the high school in Ghana, there are certain things that you're not allowed to do. You know, like your beard,
Your hair, mobile
phones, and all that.
Yeah.
Right? So and there are like certain things that's like compulsory for you to do.
Yo, question, Mr. Arabian, bro. This is something I know, but is it mandatory that when all girls go to high school, they've got to like cut their hair bald?
In Ghana,
not
in Ghana,
necessarily
yeah.
bald. though.
it is.
Yeah, bro. 'cause-
But it's like it depends. Some people go for like a report that says that they're not allowed to cut their hair, like on permission. But like
is
90%,
is that because of like religious reasons or
No.
some of them just don't want to cut it?
they feel like they don't want to cut it because like maybe they have like these kind of like health issues and all that.
Right.
So maybe they go to the hospital and then the doctor tell them not to.
Yeah.
Some people feel like they don't want to, so they would just go to the hospital for like a thing to show the teachers.
Yeah,
or
because
something.
you know when I go back to Ghana, you know when I see the school girls, it's called JSS, which is the high school.
Junior
in
high
Ghana.
school, yeah.
But it's compulsory. It's
Yeah,
compulsory
like
for
you
you to
see,
cut it.
like you know,
Everyone.
90%, like you say, they've
90%.
had their hair cut off,
Cut,
and
yeah.
it's a requirement in school that it's just a bit like.
And I gotta add
it's wild.
something, yeah. My little sister obviously is not. She's in Ghana, right?
Right.
She's in SHS now. Like she's got hair. She's got hair, but she cuts her hair all the time. You know, and I went to a bit of senior high school in Ghana before I came here. You know, and that's like our college year.
Right.
Most of the time you have to cut your hair.
Yeah.
And unlike here where you can wear any, we can just wear uniform, right? But you can choose not to tuck in.
Yeah.
You can wear it anyhow you want. You can put swag in it. It is not like that in Ghana, bro.
Nah, you
they'll take, if you wear the wrong shoes, they'll take it from you.
Yeah,
Of course.
for real.
They punish you for the things you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, sounds like
School
it.
in Ghana is so, I would say, stressful. Because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say like going to school in Ghana isn't good, but
Yeah.
to me, I feel like
It is stressful.
it's not really worth it in
Yeah.
Ghana to go to school.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Because even after everything, you just be back to who you used to be.
Right.
No difference.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I got friends who was in school in Ghana who still like, just like how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So you're saying, Eugene, school, like you found school here, like especially boys' school, pretty easy for you. It was smooth.
Yeah, for me personally, it was smooth.
I'll tell you what, yeah. Biggest challenge I ever faced when I came. Okay,
Right.
so I've been through mixed schools my entire life. Obviously, when you went to like the kindergarten, like primary school, right?
Yeah.
That's year 3 and all that. You had like it was a mixed school, right? Liverpool Public. What school was it? Liverpool Public.
Liverpool Public School. Yeah,
was a mixed school,
Yeah, it was
right?
mixed. Yeah.
But he likes the case that I've been to mixed school my whole life, yeah. Down from kindergarten, primary, and then just right. And I transition, I moved from Ghana to Australia, and I end up in a boys' school.
Where the girls at?
Bruh, like when we walked in the school, right? I looked at my grandma, I looked at my little brother. I'm like, where we at? She said, school. I'm like, but where the girls at? she said, this is the best school. Like, that's what she told me. This is the best school. I'm like, what? There's a girls' school next door, right? But I don't understand why the school is not mixed. Bro, mind you, I've never been to boys' school my entire life, and I've been to boarding school most of my life. I say 90% of my life I've been through like boarding school. Okay?
Yeah.
So, one, Charlie, when I was in Ghana, yeah, obviously when the girls around, you know how to comport yourself, bro. You dress nice and all. So that's the attitude I came to Liverpool boys with.
Yeah.
Nobody
And-
cares. Like,
Yeah.
it's all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know-
Over there, like, bro, you're having you're having a shape up. You're tucking
yeah,
in.
you don't care.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, yeah,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't Charlie your uniform cry unless maybe you're like you're them niggas that.
I went to a single school in Ghana too.
So yeah, so it will be easier
And
for you.
in my school, they didn't care, like, because it's all boys.
Yeah.
You can
They
just
would
wake up without even showering.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But think
don't
about it.
care,
If you're in a girls' school, yeah,
Yeah.
mixed school,
Yeah.
and then you're sitting next, you know this is where you sit in the
Trying to
class.
look
You,
good.
you always sit next to a girl. Are you gonna tell me you're not gonna take a shower before coming to class?
Right.
Imagine sitting next to this pretty girl.
I'm gonna dap her up, bro. Like,
You know what I'm
what?
saying?
Yeah.
And also, one more thing, yeah. In Ghana, when results of exams comes out, right? It's mixed school, obviously. We had like a big ass notice board in secondary school. Big ass notice board that when they posted the whole school, we had about 2,000 plus students.
Yeah.
Shout out to my secondary school, man. We had about 2,000 plus students, yeah. Visual art, general art, science students. You have friends in there, the house one, house boarding school. And then they will paste the results. And
On the notice board.
after 20, they put a big red line there. Yeah?
These are the
Stay-
dumb cunts.
So this actually encourage. I feel like mixed schools actually, they encourage they actually encourage students to really learn, especially the boys.
Yeah.
Unlike in boys' school,
Yeah.
like
I don't
Liverpool
think
boys.
so.
And that's when I came to Liverpool
I don't
boys.
think
Yeah.
so.
No, I'm saying majority. I'm
I
not
think,
saying,
look, I think I know where he's coming from because, like, maybe, look, in Ghana, it's a whole different mentality. So what he says, like, because how I look at it is like, as a teenager, for being a mixed school, you want to have high grades.
You wanna
'Cause
impress.
the smart guys are the ones that get the girls. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
You
Nah?
get to play sports when you're smart. You get to get girls. You know, teachers like you. Charlie, a whole lot of
That's
perks.
the thing. It's only about the teachers and then those girls who like.
If you're
wanna learn
failing,
something
yeah?
from you.
If you're, but I feel
It
like
does- I've been.
If
look,
you're failing.
I've been there before. I've been in the high school in Ghana before.
No, but
and
if
I know
you-
how it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
You went to boys' school,
so
though.
results.
I've been in a mid school before.
So you're
I've
you're
been in a mid
primary
school,
school?
like, yeah, like a primary school.
Bro, that's
And they used
primary
to do-
school.
No,
You're
they
pretty
used
young.
to do that.
Bro, in SHS,
15,
yeah?
16. I'm not that young. I still remember
Yeah.
certain things, right?
But I'm saying is,
But like, it doesn't matter if you are the.
oh yeah.
It doesn't.
Do you
Maybe at your time.
No, yeah, maybe
like,
because
my time,
Yeah, I'm
we don't
saying,
care.
I'm saying,
into my secondary school, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. If you don't pass, if you don't get the pass mark,
yeah,
if you're a sports prefect,
Yeah.
they strip you off your post.
Yeah.
You can't play sports.
yeah.
Right? And bro, you feel embarrassed to come to class. Imagine Friday night, Friday pan, and then entertainment too. Like after Friday, after school's over, yeah, you know, obviously like everyone walks around. Imagine like People are walking around, coming, Charlie, let me go check my grade. Oh shit, I know one of these nigga that like one of my crashes, like, Charlie, let me go and see. Boom, 30. Boom, Charlie. You know, a class of 32 and you're coming. But
that is in the mid school. In my school, if like even that one that like it comes with like a whole of males, they go see their position and they about like they lower, they cancel it. They don't want even their female like their male friends to see. They just cancel it.
But that's the thing. This is
how much more in the mid school.
How do you cancel
If
it?
I
School,
look, if I come to the notice board and I find my position under it and I don't want a girl to see, I can just.
But that's your
rip
school.
it off or
In my school, it was in a glass cage.
That's what I'm saying. They
notice board,
they take it off. They take it off.
I tell you what, the notice board, my notice board, it's actually encaged in glass, and it's in the middle of the school. So there's no way you can try to do it.
You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
You can't do anything.
But like
sneaky.
they do it. They do it.
No, but obviously I understand what you're saying. If it's boys' school and girls' school, people. You have people that do it, you know what I'm saying? And hey, now I'm saying if you're dumb in high school, doesn't mean you're necessarily dumb. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm speaking from experience. I got repeated like in messages. And I'm not saying I got repeated because I was a bad student.
Oh my god, repeated. Hey.
No, let me tell
in
you
Ghana.
something. Let me listen.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
Listen,
just reminded me, bro.
Listen, I gotta tell you this, bro. I'm smart.
Right.
Okay. I'm telling you this, I'm very smart. And to back up me being smart, Liverpool boys. From Liverpool boys, year 11, from year 10 to year 12, I was best in science throughout. All right? That's how smart I am. Okay? But for some reason, right, I didn't fail. So this is what happens. The reason why I got repeated, just a little quick story, a little by the way, we'll get back on track, So the reason why I got repeated, all right? Now, I'm saying this to help everyone understand that maybe there's a reason why you're dumb. It's not because you're dumb, but because maybe you have like personal issues or something that's going on behind the scenes that no one sees, you know?
Yeah.
Should you call it dumb?
No, you're like
not dumb.
That's what. Okay, excuse my language.
People are actually like slow learners.
Yeah.
They cannot catch up things really fast. Just like me, I'm a type of person. I'm a slow learner. If you teach me something, it has to take time.
Yeah, 100%.
Mr. Arabian.
So and because like I'm some kind of like playboy, you know, not playboy as those. No. I mean like a kid who likes to play a lot.
Like you fool around a lot.
Yeah, so I don't focus on it.
Yeah.
I don't focus on what they're learning. I focus on my game that I'm playing. So it makes me so hard to catch up a little things.
But that's not what I'm
like
saying.
In school, but I'm trying to mean like people are not dumb in school, right? To me, school means like go learn how to write and read. That's the whole thing.
Basic numeracy, bro. That is what school's for.
That is like
basic numeracy.
So
but
math
you
and
in
English. School,
I feel like
you don't
school's
know that math and all
overcomplicated.
that. I don't have.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. So in Ghana we used to pay school fees, right? And if you don't pay your school fees, they have like tutors that come around and like kick you out of class, go home and get your school fees, right? And in secondary school, man, throughout junior high, primary school, I was the first. I've always been the first person to pay my fees, right? And we go to secondary school, because of my dad's job and all that, right? Like it takes time for us to pay the fees, and it's not because my dad didn't have the money, but because like he was far and like Charlie to get the money, it's a little bit of hassle, you know. You when you go in an exam hall, right? The moment you write your name on the paper and attendance is taken, if you like go and pee and come in, class is finished. Once they take it, they classify it as you wrote the exam, so you failed. So that's what happened, I got taken out of class. So what happens? I know I'm owing school fees, So I'll quickly go in the exam hall, write my name quick, and try to get as much. I try to do as much as I can before I get kicked out of class. But sometimes you put your name down and you just do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. And this teacher who comes, shout out to Mr. Osu, man. This teacher will come to and just come like, kick you out of the class, like go and get your school fees. Mind you, you've already written your name. So when the exams results come, they mark it as your present. So if you did 5 and let's say one of them is just correct, they mark just one question, you get like out of 50, you get 1 out of 50. And it comes as failed, right? That's what happened to me, right? And I tried to query this. Like I took it to him. Charlie, I went to the headmistress. I told them, look, if you like, put me in a hall by myself, and you see that I'll do the exam in front of you and I'll pass. Charlie, I did everything I could. Charlie, now I wouldn't use this as an excuse, but back then boys used to like, them juju and kind of things, but they had to like, Charlie, boys that did no book crap passed. I'm like, what the? Serious, bro? Boys that were coming last passed. But anyways, that was just by the way. Just it goes to say that sometimes you're not necessarily like, slow. But it's just that maybe you have like a circumstance that surrounds like there's a proper reason. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was just by the way. Let's come back to Liverpool boys, man. How school experience was, bro.
Yeah. So obviously, I started from young, right? Obviously, you came in as a teenager,
right?
Obviously, so you came in year 10, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, your experiences would have been different because obviously you grew up in Ghana and all that. So coming into Australia and going into school as a teenager, like, what was the experiences for you? Because obviously, I came in from year 7 up. So for me, it was
it feels like you already grew up here. So
yeah,
it's
already grew
normal
up
for
here.
you.
So for me, that's why I said to me personally,
It was pretty easy.
It was pretty easy. But obviously, coming into a new culture and obviously being a bit more of a teenager rather than a kid, how was the experience for you?
Well, like I said before, when I came, making friends was a little bit hard. Unlike yours, you might have gone to primary with some of these kids from Liverpool Public School. So you guys, you might meet some of them. Like
definitely.
High school
A few of the boys from primary then transitioned to Liverpool. So
that's right.
It was pretty easy. Yeah.
But unlike you, I had to make friends from scratch, bro.
yeah.
You know, I had to make friends from scratch, and I was a little bit matured. I was like a year or two matured, so you know, I was very conscious, and I'm like, shit, like I'm working with kids. I'm around kids that like younger than me, you know.
Yeah.
How would they see me and all that? So, and like I mentioned earlier on in the previous episode, language barrier as well. Mm-hmm. Not that I couldn't speak the English, but the accent was pretty fast for me.
Yeah.
But I put on funny story. I put on these fake ass UK accent, just to fit in, bro.
Yeah.
But that being said, man, me personally, it was a bit hard for me in terms of making friends, and also in terms of trying to transition from making notes by writing to making notes by typing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
So back in Ghana, before I came to school here, if you want to make a note, teacher actually, the lecturer actually stands there and just reads out the note. All you have to do is just write it down. You're going to be really quick. But here lies the case. I transitioned to this school and then new country, and then you need a laptop to actually, like, you have to like...
Yeah. It was hard.
And I was pretty slow with typing, bro.
Yeah.
I hate computers, man.
Yeah.
I hated computers back then.
Yeah.
You know, that was another hard thing for me. Apart from that, it was pretty easy for me because things being taught in Australian schools. So, for instance, if you're in year 10, so what we study in high school from year 10 to year 12, right? It's actually like junior high school.
Right.
In Ghana.
Yeah.
So if I was in junior high school, what I'll be studying in junior high school is what we're studying like senior high school here.
Right.
So it was pretty easy for me. That's what I was telling you, that I was based in science for 3 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was pretty easy. But yeah, I wouldn't say I've had bad experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I've had good and I've had bad. But
what do you mean by bad experiences? What sort of bad experiences have you had in school? Tell us.
Well, I experienced a little bit of racism.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had the worst year group, bro.
Right.
Not, when I say the worst, I'm not saying the bad people. Best year group ever, I can never say, okay? But we were pretty stubborn kids, man. We actually made teachers cry, bro. Seriously. We made teachers cry.
That's not a first Liverpool boys, bro.
I'm not flexing on this, but I'm just saying, we were young. We was young. But we made teachers cry.
Bro, our year group had a few teachers kind of leave the class, bro. It's that bad.
We made one of our teachers like quit school. Miss Lopez, she quit school. She quit our school, bro.
Miss Lopez, she sounds familiar.
Yeah, man. She's skinny.
Yeah, what happened? Why did you make her?
we used to make fun of her, bro. I don't know what was funny about. You know, when you was young, it was a design and tech class, yeah. Is it, what do we call it? Taz. Was it Taz?
Yeah, I remember Taz.
Yeah, it was Taz, bro. Yeah, man. We used to make fun of her, bro. That she has to like, and boys were talking over her when she was teaching. Like, no one gives a shit, you know. And I was in class with Iraqis, Lebanese, so you can imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my boys, man, Nazir, Hamoudi, and all them boys, bro. Yeah, we had a pretty like stubborn class. And like I said, I experienced a bit of racism, right? When I went earlier. I don't know if it was racism, because I think maybe one of the boys, they were just being like stupid, but I felt like it was racism. So when I came here, I had to learn. I was in class with all Arabs, right? And the school's full of Arabs. So I had to learn like the bad Arab words, like the insults
right.
towards black people.
Right.
And I picked up faham. which is charcoal.
Oh my god.
It means like black.
Yeah.
Like, and all those little insults to all
Yeah.
black people. And one of the days, I think we had like a little chit chat. Me and this boy named Kara. Shout out Kara. Man. Right now, we're like, we're pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, he went on and he called me Faham, who like he was talking to like his friend, and I had Faham, and I was the only one that they're talking about me. I'm like, yo, what did you say, bro? Crazy, man. We actually got into a punch on, bro.
Right. Oh,
Mad
yo.
punch on, man.
Yo.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Boys like, ooh, like, you know, and black boy, I'm black. I just came, bro. It was crazy, man. But yeah, that's one of my worst experiences. In Lupo boys, man. Apart from that, once like I got to know the boys, got to know the teachers, and I became dope, man. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good. So interesting. We have got someone who didn't go through the school system, Mr. Raven here.
That's right.
So obviously he's got no experiences in schooling here, but I was just gonna ask you, man. Like, obviously you've been here for a year and a year plus, right? So relatively still fresh. I think we touched on this before in the other episode, but just give us a refresher on how you felt, you know, just transitioning into like just day-to-day life in Australia, man. Obviously, because you didn't go to school,
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so if you missed the previous episode, here's a chance to hear it again, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't really bad, you know. It's normal, you know. I'm like, I would say I didn't go through any hard stuff here.
Yeah.
Ever since I came, I've been
Indoors.
at home,
Work,
go to work. You know.
back home, yeah, and here, pretty much.
That's it. I haven't really experienced.
What was the big thing for you that you're like, oh, like what was the big difference for you when it comes to back home and here? Like, what was the, you know, obviously because Ghana is pretty, I wouldn't say pretty advanced, but you know we've got things going on.
Ghana's pretty fast, bro.
Yeah, it's picking up.
It's fast here, but Ghana's fast, bro. Like everyone's moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
If you're slow, you like behind.
Yeah. So what was the big difference, if I should say, for you? You know, coming from here to here. Yeah.
I would say one, maybe the school system is different. Way of living.
Okay,
Because
like,
back in Ghana, there are certain things that I couldn't afford, but here I can.
so way of living, obviously, you're saying the way of living here is a lot easier.
Yeah,
It's more easier, yeah, economically, right?
yeah. And you know, but you should know how Ghana is.
Yeah,
Ghana,
definitely. Yeah.
Jobs, you know, Ghana, like you can get a job, but it's not really to get good pay and all that. So, and I never worked in Ghana. I was a student, so I never worked in Ghana. So I would say it wasn't my parents used to provide for me. My daddy give me whatever I want. My mom, you know. So I didn't really go through the hardship that like
Right.
yeah. So,
That reminds me. Sorry to cut you off here. You said you didn't work in Ghana. Obviously, no one like if you're young, you have to get to a certain age. You have to finish school before you can start working. Yeah.
Some people worked like in the young age. Like
Yeah,
in
but
the young age.
unlike here where like we work, like you can start working from 14-year-old, you know, from 14 years. Arabian, like you said you were not paying, like you were not, your parents obviously provide for you in Ghana. But when you came here, I figured that you, like, this is just an assumption, okay? You had to like grow up and man up and start working and
Yeah.
and parent. How was it? How did it feel, man?
Yeah, because you know, I'm a man. I think, you know, I thought about the future, not about right now. I thought about the future, you know. And I'm in my 20s. I don't have to wait till I'm like 30 before I start making money. I have to start making money now because anything can happen.
Facts.
I have a girlfriend. I can, you know, we can obviously have like by a sudden a baby appears and all that. So imagine you get a baby and you're not working.
Right.
No, but that's
So like,
sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
What I was saying is, you said you were not working, right? Before you came here. Were you not working? Now I have two questions here. The next question will based on your answer on this, right?
Yeah.
Were you not working because there was no job or because your parents were providing for you?
It was job.
But your parents were supposed to provide for you, right?
Yeah.
When you came here, I figured you obviously you start paying rent, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you feel finding out that? I know obviously everyone that comes here, they have to like you want to work and like make ends meet like for your future and all that, but did you expect that you were coming to pay rent?
Nah, I didn't.
Yes,
Because
so
I
how-
feel like my mom is already.
Yeah. So how was it for you? How was it for you, man?
Me, it was kind of like I wasn't really like feeling it
Yeah.
at first, but
Yeah, you wasn't-
I kind of get
You get to understand it.
Yeah, because you know, as I was saying, I'm a man. you know, and there are some things I have to start like getting used to at this moment before like time goes.
But that goes to show, like, one thing is, like, you know, people in Ghana think, like, when you come to Australia, like, oh, hooray, that's
Rainbow
it.
and sunshine,
Nah, when
bro.
you come to Australia,
That's when
you,
the
that's when
hustle
you gotta
begins.
hustle.
Yes.
You gotta hustle because, like,
And I have to pay. Sorry. I have to pay all this because like my age.
Right.
You know, I'm not like
Yeah. You're not a kid anymore.
So
Yeah.
I have to like certain things like this. I have to get used
That's
to.
right,
To start
that's right.
paying.
Yeah, but in saying that, bro, just like how he had to come here and pay rent. You know, people back home think once you make it to a first world country, it's sunshine and
The
rainbows.
rainbows, I'm telling you, bro.
You gotta come here and, bro, because there's a saying here. Once you step one foot out the door, you're gonna lose money here because wherever you go, you gotta pay for your bus fare, fuel, food, at least.
bro.
So you're always losing
Water,
money.
like,
So,
you need money, bro.
So you know, when you transition from there to here, it's not
Life is different.
It's different. You still got to hustle. It's not, obviously, like, the living conditions are better. There's welfare and stuff, but, bro, inflation's gone
Expenses.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just imagine you have family back in Ghana.
Yeah.
Exactly.
bro.
And they're expecting
And
you
you
to
being
provide.
here by yourself,
Exactly.
yeah. And especially if you're the firstborn
Yo,
of the
that's it,
family,
that's it.
you go like little sisters, little brothers
Yeah.
looking up to you. So you go show something.
So
right?
somehow I'm pretty lucky because I have my family here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then obviously if you come here, you've still got, you know, cousins,
Put in-
relatives
put
there.
in the
So
work, yeah.
straight away you've got to
Connections, yeah.
get into work and start making that money, bro. So it's not all like easy once you make it to a first world
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
So,
not.
yeah.
That brings my mind back. I'm gonna take us way back. I don't know if you remember when you first got here. And to everyone that's watching here, it might have happened to you. It might not have happened to you. Charlie, English is hard. Anyway, it probably has happened to you already. Might not. But if it has, let me know in the comment section below. All right. But yeah, hey, when you come here, right? Should I say the time? How do I put it? Is it the time frame? Time
difference.
The time difference, right? Thank you, man. The time difference, okay. Whereas when you come here, you know, when you have to like, you're so used to like living in Ghana or living wherever you came from, that you become nocturnal. I don't know if you know someone. You sleep during the day.
Yeah.
You're always up at night.
Yeah.
Has it ever happened to you?
Definitely.
How was your experience like? How was the
It's-
experience?
I think you're talking about jet lag, yeah?
Not just jet lag, bro.
Yeah, obviously. Like it's pretty different. Like when I go on holidays in Ghana, you know, for a couple of weeks, you know, you adjust to the time system there and everything. So when you come back here, it's definitely very different because our nighttime here is their daytime.
That's right.
You do become nocturnal and you stay out, but you know, within a couple of days or weeks, you kind of adjust back. But it does feel weird, you know.
It took me 3 months though.
Never happened to me.
It never happened to you. You just
Eh.
I swear to God.
When you came, you tell me when you came, right?
When I came,
Nah, it's gonna happen to you no matter what.
no. Look,
When you came,
I feel like you know, like the time difference. It doesn't really matter when it's nighttime here. There's this thing that comes to you, like you feel like you want to sleep.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's
it
the
doesn't,
thing.
it doesn't matter what
if
you
you're
are.
fresh here, yeah, it's like the body, yeah, it's programmed to Ghana, right? It's programmed to the weather.
then-
It's
yeah,
programmed.
that's true.
It's programmed, right? It takes time for the body to reprogram to the new condition. It's like living in the wild, yeah. Like it's like saying survival of the fittest in the scenario where like you find yourself in let's say in the desert. That's where there's no water around. That's the desert. You were born in the desert. The body changes. It builds up. It shapes
That
up.
one
It
is
shapes up. No, your
That's
body
different. It
no,
depends.
no,
Like living
I
in
don't
the
feel-
jungle, right?
Your body's-
and
your-
living like with humans is way different from like the time we used to sleep. You know,
No,
humans.
it's not.
Humans are originally like created in a way that if it is nighttime, you have to sleep.
Yeah, but here lies the
Daytime, you have
case.
to
But
wake
you know
up.
that your body
So it doesn't
also,
matter the country you are.
But this here lies the case
So
that
it's-
here lies the case that your body also is part of the whole program. Yeah, your body system is part of the program. Where your body, let's say you grew up in Ghana, right? You're living in Ghana. Your body is programmed to Ghana living conditions. The time frames.
Bro, the simple
Say-
thing, the simple way to say is just your circadian rhythm. Your circadian rhythm is just your body clock knowing when to go to sleep and when
Yeah,
to stay up.
when to
But
stay up.
for him, in saying that when he came here, he didn't notice any differences.
When it's nighttime, I
him,
start feeling
him
sleepy.
personally. Some people personally, whenever there's lights are dim and stuff, their body naturally goes to sleep. So maybe for someone like me and you, we don't react like that. We go off our circadian rhythm. So we go off our body clock. So that's
But that's
why,
what I'm trying to say. It's supposed to be this circadian rhythm is normal. It's normal in everyone. It's it doesn't.
It's normal in everyone, but like someone like Mr. Arabian, for him maybe as soon as it's nighttime, his body, no matter if it's in Ghana, you reckon?
Fair enough.
No
No
matter
when I
what-
came, I slept for 3 months, like trying to get used to.
3 months.
Yes.
Well, then obviously then your
The
circadian
the only thing I wasn't used to is the road.
the roads, because we're driving on the
We drive on the left.
left hand side. Ghana we drive on the right.
Ghana, we drive on the left.
With the left, here we drive on the right. Yeah. So
That's
true.
the only
That was the
difference.
only difference. Yeah.
But thank you for teaching me English, bro. Well, I knew what circadian rhythm is, but I just didn't know it's not on top of my head like that, Charlie.
Nah, it's all good.
Aussie kids, man. Thank you, bro.
It's cool.
Yeah, so that's it. So what topic we got? I heard you. I heard you say something.
About-
Like there was a question you wanted to ask.
Oh no. That was a question. So I was asking you. I said, didn't you work? You were not working in Ghana because
that one,
that led up to the other question that I asked about, like
Like what
how did you
transitioning to
feel
work?
like working? Yeah, that was the question. All right, bro. He said roads. All right, we're gonna move to navigating the streets of Australia. Man.
Yeah.
Not just on the road,
Oh.
but on the walking paths as well. I'm saying,
Bro.
how was it like trying to navigate through the roads, through the neighborhood of Australia, man? Did you just? How long did it take? How was it like for you? How was the experience? How long did it take you to get used to it? And what would you say was your biggest challenge when it came to like trying to get used to navigating the streets of Australia?
Me? Or just
It's in the air. Who wants to go first?
Well, for me, I'll reverse that question and say how was it navigating in the streets of Ghana? Because I
you're Aussie, bro.
I grew up here, so when I went back, when I went back, I believe I'm pretty hard headed. I got straight into it. When I got back, I hadn't been back in like 13, 14 years. So this was the first time going back as an adult. This was in 2021. Obviously in Ghana we drive on the left side, so it was very weird, and bro, the roads are horrible. Don't even get me started on the roads. Potholes, oh my god, like
the potholes is everywhere.
But for me personally, like I drive around a lot. I've had my license since I was 17, so I would consider myself an experienced driver. So definitely, like getting in the car and driving on the left side, it did feel weird, but for me it was just common sense. You're just driving on the left side.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference, but there's not a difference. If you're checking your mirrors and driving, it's calm. But for me, the roads are atrocious, man. The roads
In Ghana?
Oh my god.
Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about
80% back.
80%. The potholes.
Crazy, man.
Sometimes there's traffic lights.
There's no.
There are traffic lights,
But it doesn't work.
I think it depends where it doesn't work.
Most
it
of
works.
the traffic
Most-
lights
they don't
in Ghana
work.
do
They
not
don't
work.
Okay,
work.
I think only 80% of them work.
No.
No.
Only, I said 40%
That
of
is
the
where
traffic
you were.
lights. 40%.
That is where you
I
were.
said 40%. Because if
Ghana?
you start going to like
No, sorry. I meant to say only. So 80% of them don't work. Only
Yes,
20%
yes,
of
something
them
like
work.
that, something like
Because
that,
there is very rare lights that work.
yes,
So,
and
you know-
even if they work, right?
Yeah.
Who
That's on the
who
highway.
obeys
No,
it?
you know-
No one obeys them.
Okay. In saying that, who obeys them? Some places in Ghana, especially in Dansoman, there's a street where only the motorbike riders don't obey it.
They
But
see.
the cops are always catching them, but you have to stop. If you cross, it looks weird, and that's a good thing that's changing, because now the roads aren't dangerous because everyone's driving around everywhere.
It's really bad.
But in saying that, for me, with the whole navigation system and driving, bro, it was, I'm an experienced driver, so I was swerving in traffic. That the horn is your best friend. That horn, that horn is your best friend, man. You gotta be beeping that because there's people everywhere, there's cars everywhere.
People here doesn't beep like that.
Nah,
But in Ghana,
pff,
every second,
I'm telling you, Arabian.
every second.
We'll come to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you driving in Ghana before you came here?
Me, actually, nobody taught me how to drive.
But did you drive in Ghana before you came here?
I didn't drive, but like it was something like one of my friends had a car, so I would just sit in the car, try to reverse it back, and then I was only learning how to use the accelerator and the brake.
Fair enough.
I started driving when I get here.
How was it for you? Like,
It wasn't really that
common sense, eh?
Yeah, because I never drove in Ghana, so I never got like get too used to the road. It's here that I got like really used to the roads.
yo, it's
So,
crazy.
Yeah, so
So like going from literally driving here and there to just coming here and just driving, and
yeah,
it
the
was
road it was missing, like kind of like confusing because I would sometimes be on the road and I would be facing cars coming this way.
no way.
Yeah, they have to like beep or something before I go to the
Yeah.
And then my
So you were driving on the opposite side of the road.
My common sense always tell me that the passenger side should always be on the pedestrian road, like street, like the road. It should be on the other side.
Right.
So that was my thinking. That was how I used
Have
to.
you do you still have your license, by the way? Because damn well, you don't need a license to be driving like that. If you're driving on the opposite side of the road, take his license. Take his license off him.
If I get caught,
Hey, but I'll be honest with you, yeah. Before I went to Ghana last year, yeah, and I tried to drive in Ghana. Right, I've been driving here. I've never driven in Ghana before. I've driven back on parks and all that before I came here. Because back then, our driver, yeah, when my grandma sends us, let's go get something, yeah. We'll go to the park, you give me the car, we'll do our thing, right? But I've never driven the road. So we came here. When I came out, I got my license, my learners here, P's and all that. When I went back to Ghana, I tried to drive, bro. Charlie, she was scary, bro. I got to this runabout at Osu. You might know the runabout. The runabout,
the main one?
Yeah, the big one. When
Next
you turn right from the road that goes to Accra, when you turn right,
Hey,
when you turn right when you go into Osu, you know the runabout that goes like if you're at the runabout, if you turn left like this, that's where like the prostitutes and stuff are. That why did I have to say that? I don't even know what that is. Anyways, that being said, right?
how did you know that person?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because I drove around somewhere like I drove past
How
that
did you
place.
know? You should say people.
We went to
how
get
do you know they were
pizza.
prostitutes?
There's a pizza hub there. Like, we
Yeah,
went to
but
get, like, some
how did
pizza.
you know they were prostitutes?
Because I didn't know. My friend said, "Oh, look, those are prostitutes." Like, anyways, back to, so I got to runabout, yeah, and here, if you're coming, people from the right, you give right to the right hand side, right?
Yeah.
Charlie, I got to runabout and I see they're all coming, and I was there for 5 minutes. I'm like, do I go? Because everyone's trying to force in, right? That was my first day driving in Ghana.
Yeah.
Bro, I had to like, and the cars behind me like, Charlie, go. People were walking like, go. They could tell like I wasn't from here, right?
Yeah.
Like, Charlie, one car, like, you imagine that I had to.
Yeah.
So I just like try my best and Charlie.
If you are able to go around,
It was
that
crazy,
roundabout,
man, Charlie.
you know
Bro,
you-
for me,
you're
Nah, it was
Bro,
hard.
For me, even my dad, bro, I was forcing my way through beeping because I've had driving jobs here. I've had like courier jobs here. So driving and knowing shortcuts to beat traffic, I was very, smart in driving. So when I got there, just like your situation, how you kind of hesitated on the
Because
bro,
that's
I'm going.
Yeah, that's
if
the
you're
thing.
able to go around that thing,
Yeah,
you're
that's it.
qualified to
I'm
drive.
going, bro, because no one's gonna
But
hit
that was
you.
my first day driving in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And I've led to understand, to believe that you give way to the right. Cars come from the right. I thought it was the same in
Nigga,
Ghana.
There's no first thing, first serve.
That's the thing. I
Whoever
thought it was
goes
the
first
same.
goes.
Oh, if you have the chance.
If you have the chance, there's no give way to the left, give way to the right.
But yeah, good stories, man. Good stories.
There's none of that.
Good stories in living in Australia as an African. If we say we're gonna keep going, we're probably gonna have like 5 episodes. So we're gonna bring our podcast to an end here. But before we end this podcast, we'll move on to shout outs of the day. And I'm saying now, like I said, every week of this podcast, we're gonna be giving shout outs to 3 main individuals. And I'm saying 3 people that are always consistent when it comes to commenting, liking, and sharing the page. So yeah, today's shout out goes to y'all. Give me a second there. I'm saying, give me a moment. I'm saying, give me a moment. You feel me? But yeah. While I look for the names, make sure if you haven't liked the video, make sure you do stop whatever you're doing and like the video. Comment in the comment section below. Drop in ideas on what you all want to see. Also, if you're new to the channel, the name is Josh Obang. This is JSI_podcast or JSI podcast, we like to call it. Just say it. On YouTube, you can find us on YouTube at Josh Obang with the subtitle JSI podcast. We're on Spotify as well. We're on Spotify as well at JSI podcast. Alrighty. Today's shout out goes to Emmanuel Asante Art. Yes, Emmanuel Asante Art. Second shout out goes to S. Darafet. And the last shout out goes to Palanquino. Stephen Abe. Palanquino. Yes, all right. Y'all want to give shout outs to any of your people?
You want to give a shout out?
Yeah, shout outs to my girlfriend, shout outs to my mom, and shout outs to my friends.
Yes, sir.
Just shout out to everyone watching. Big ups for watching, staying tuned.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I bring this show to an end, once again, make sure you like this video for us and follow us on Instagram at JSI_podcast. This is your boy, Josh Obang, man, host for the show. Mr. Arabia, my co-host, and today's guest, Mr. Eugene. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Just feel like this time. You have to
That's the thing, we did.
put out a question.
Yeah.